In life, relationships thrive on healthy expectations. But when we place unrealistic demands on others, whether friends, family, co-workers, or partners, we risk creating frustration, resentment, and unnecessary conflict. Understanding what not to expect from others can improve your relationships and protect your mental well-being. So here are 10 things you should never expect from anyone, and why letting go of these expectations will make you stronger and more grounded. Today we're diving deep into the often murky waters of expectations, specifically the unrealistic ones we tend to harbor in our relationships. We build these elaborate scenarios in our heads of how people should act, how situations should unfold, and then reality hits, and it hits hard. So, buckle up as we unpack 10 of the most common unrealistic expectations that might be sabotaging your relationships, and most importantly, how to ditch them for healthier, happier connections. Let's go. Okay, first up is the expectation of unconditional understanding, that hope that our friends, family, partners should just instinctively us. But here's the thing, as much as we'd love to believe in telepathy, it's not a real thing. Expecting someone to understand what's going on in our heads without actually, them is like expecting to win the lottery without buying a ticket. So the next time you find yourself fuming because your friend didn't realize you were upset, take a deep breath and consider this. Did you actually communicate your feelings? Next, let's talk about the expectation of constant availability. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of expecting instant replies, 24/7 access, and immediate responses to our every ping, text, and DM. But here's the thing. Everyone deserves a break. Demanding that someone is always glued to their phone, ready to respond to our needs at a moment's notice, is not only unrealistic, it's downright disrespectful. Instead of expecting constant availability, let's try setting healthy boundaries. Respect their need for space, celebrate their ability to say no, and understand that a delayed response doesn't equate to disinterest. Let's tackle the expectation of unwavering support. We crave support from loved ones, but unwavering support doesn't mean blind agreement. True support means being there, even when we disagree. Healthy relationships thrive on honesty. All right, let's talk about the expectation of perfection. This one is a real doozy because, let's face it, we live in a world obsessed with flawlessness. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion. Expecting perfection from others is setting them, and ourselves, up for failure. When we demand perfection from others, we're essentially saying, I'll only accept you if you fit into this narrow, idealized box I've created in my head. So instead of fixating on flaws, let's try embracing imperfections, both in others and in ourselves. Remember, it's our imperfections that make us human, and ultimately it's our humanity that connects us. One common issue is the expectation of mind reading. Now, this one might seem obvious, but it's a trap we all fall into from time to time. We expect our partners, friends, and family members to just what we're thinking, what we need, what we want, without us ever having to utter a single word. But here's the reality. No one, and I mean no one, can read minds. Even empathetic people need clear communication. Expecting others to magically decipher our unspoken desires is a recipe for frustration, resentment, and a whole lot of unmet needs. So the next time you find yourself thinking that they should just know, stop right there. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, have I clearly communicated my needs? Now let's address the expectation of others sacrificing their happiness for ours. It's natural to want our loved ones to be happy, and it's natural to want to be a source of happiness in their lives. But there's a difference between wanting someone to be happy and expecting them to derive their happiness solely from us, or at the expense of their own needs and aspirations. Healthy relationships are built on mutual support, respect, and the understanding that each individual has their own path to walk. It's about finding ways to support each other's growth, to celebrate each other's wins, and to navigate life's challenges as a team. Let's talk about the expectation of constant financial support. Now, financial matters can be tricky, especially within relationships. But expecting someone to constantly shoulder our financial burdens, to be our personal ATM, is not only unrealistic, but can also create an unhealthy power dynamic. Financial independence is about more than just money. It's about self-reliance, about having the agency to make our own choices, and about building a life we're proud of, both financially and personally. Instead of expecting someone else to constantly foot the bill, let's focus on building our own financial stability. Let's foster open, honest conversations about money, set clear and realistic expectations, and support each other's financial goals without creating unhealthy dependence. While exceptions exist, like agreed-upon roles in partnerships, maintaining financial autonomy is essential. Next up is the expectation of others managing our emotions. Now, emotional support is crucial in any relationship. We all need someone to lean on, to offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a dose of encouragement when we're feeling down. But expecting someone to constantly manage our emotions, to be solely responsible for our emotional well-being, is not only unrealistic, but also emotionally draining for everyone involved. Instead of expecting others to be our emotional crutches, let's focus on building our own emotional resilience. Let's learn to identify our triggers, develop healthy coping mechanisms, and seek professional help when needed. Remember, emotional well-being is an inside job. Let's talk about loyalty. Loyalty is beautiful, but there's a difference between healthy loyalty and blind allegiance. True loyalty means honesty and accountability, not blind agreement. Let's build relationships on mutual respect and honest communication. Loyalty without accountability enables toxicity. Finally, let's address the expectation of immediate forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful act of grace, a conscious decision to release resentment and move forward. But it's important to remember that forgiveness is a process, not a switch we can flip on and off at will. Expecting someone to instantly forgive us, to brush aside hurt feelings and move on as if nothing happened, is not only unrealistic, but can also be deeply invalidating to the person who was hurt. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves and others, but it's a gift that can't be forced or rushed. Forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation. You can release resentment through forgiveness while still maintaining healthy boundaries. True healing means protecting your peace as much as letting go of pain. So there you have it, 10 unrealistic expectations that might be holding you back in your relationships. Remember, building healthy, fulfilling connections is about letting go of the need to control, to manipulate, or to mold others into our idealized versions of them. It's about embracing imperfection, both in ourselves and in others. It's about communicating our needs clearly and respectfully, setting healthy boundaries, and understanding that we're all on our own journeys, navigating life's complexities the best way we know how. So let go of the unrealistic expectations, embrace the beauty of authenticity, and watch your relationships blossom with genuine connection and mutual respect. If this video resonated with you, give it a like. It helps more people discover these insights. Share it with someone who could use a thoughtful reminder. And if you're into self-empowerment and healthy relationships, be sure to subscribe for more. Watch the video popping up now, or explore the channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching.